888-9TCM-SHOP.
Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. When it came to the blonde pinup girls of the 50s, by far the most popular was Marilyn Monroe. Then in terms of prestige and popularity, it was probably Jane Mansfield and Mamie Van Doren in that order. Well, we've already had samplings of movies with Marilyn and Jane this evening, so it's now time to give Mamie her due. Mamie Van Doren was born Joan Lucille Loander in Rowena, South Dakota. Her new name given to her by Universal Studios when she was put under contract there in 1953 as somebody that studio hoped might compete with Marilyn Monroe for attention. And Mamie pretty much stayed in the Marilyn mold from then on, even after the Marilyn craze cooled down quite a bit as the 50s came to an end. Well, our film with Mamie is called Untamed Youth, released by Warner Brothers in 1957. Mamie, 26 years old at this point, and under a personal contract to producers Howard Koch and Aubrey Schenck. Her first film under that contract, as a matter of fact. In the movie, she plays a hitchhiker who, along with her sister, played by Lori Nelson, is busted on drummed-up vagrancy charges, sent to a cotton farm to work off their sentences. It's grueling work out in the fields all day, but at night, back in the dormitories, Mamie and her fellow inmates are able to wind down thanks to the relaxing power of what else? Rock and roll, of course. This was 1957, after all, the same year Elvis Presley made Jailhouse Rock, and rock music was all the rage. This film was most definitely intended to appeal to that same audience, the added hook being to lure young men in America to come and see Mamie do with her hips what Elvis was doing with his. It was the following year that Mamie Van Doren actually had the most prestigious role of her career as the girlfriend of the king, Clark Gable, in the prestigious comedy Teacher's Pet with Doris Day. That was a definite step up for Mamie Van Doren. But here's a more typical film that Mamie made in those days from 1957, with the cast also includes John Russell, Lorene Tuttle, and Eddie Cochran. Here's Untamed Youth.